I passed by the bar and saw this brother and his wife outside smoking. I said, he said, it's complex communications by which I find who is it? A voice on the other side of the line. I don't know anything you found. I think you must have the wrong partner. The voice then said, open up. I walked into the peephole and saw that the tall man had gone. I loudly said, or I'm calling the cops. I then heard him walking away. I heard the exit door open and closing. A few minutes later, I peeked out the window and saw the tall man. At this point, I called him my he told me to call the police. He and his brother to go check things out. They said that they would send a call. My landlord and his brother were waiting for parking meters. I watched out my window and saw the coaching man. He took one look at them and then bolted. My landlord and his brother tried chasing him down, but he got away. 5 minutes later, the police arrived. I gave my version of events, and also a description of the man. The officer stares at me and says, "It's a good thing you didn't answer the door. We've had reports coming in of a man matching that description who has sexually assaulted women." A few days later, I get a call from the officer. He told me that as part of the investigation, the responded and arrested me. This happened to me about 4 years ago. I was living with a roommate in a bad area. It wasn't terrible, but it was run by a busy after a while. It was the kind of place you were harassed almost every time. This was before I had a car. It was about 3 a.m. My roommate had a sleep. I was awake. I was in my room. I heard a knock at the door. It was literally just one knock. I took off my headphones to make sure I had actually heard it. After a few seconds of pause, another knock. It then began a rhythm. It wasn't your typical soft knocking of doors. Almost like a heartbeat. Instantly, I was alarmed, but I decided to just leave it alone. I would wait and see if maybe it was something wrong with the water. It would puddle off after a while. And then sometimes, it's just a continuous knocking. Every sometimes the person tried to blow me. Instantly, I was hearing the light. sounds like a horror movie. And I saw nothing. I backed away.
Acho que sim.
Right then, the knocking resumed. I shouted and had woken up my roommate, who was now asking what the hell was going on. I told her that someone was knocking on the door and must have been coming around the side because I couldn't see them from the door. I called the police. They arrived about 2 minutes later. The lock was open inside the bathroom, while this psycho kept doing that slow knocking. Once the cop showed up, it was safe to come out. I don't know what it was a boy probably 18, but after restraint, and had confiscated a backpack inside the backpack worse. This kid before, but we were told to live across the parking lot for months, exact same complex. The kid wouldn't say what he was doing there, but the contents of his backpack sent chills through his body. Certainly he was planning to use the drugs on us, and then assault and possibly kill us. The kid was arrested and jailed for some time, not long enough in my opinion. But after he was released, he had been living with his dad at the apartments. I haven't heard about him since, but my roommate shortly after this event, I seriously hope he gets locked up again. It's clear that he claims to have victimized us, and has been bound to my death. I'll never forget the day breaking with a sense of dread I had never felt in my life. This story doesn't directly involve me. It did happen while I was in the same house. I probably would have been a victim if it hadn't been for our family dog, Sandy. In the early 80s, Columbus, Ohio was at the mercy of a man who was arrested. When he was caught, he was convicted of over 60 crimes. He was suspected of being 41. One of the ways that he was getting into houses was by posing as a gas reader. He would target women who were alone with children. He would enter these houses and then threaten to kill the children if the women did not comply. I don't know how things worked in other areas, but here in Columbus, during the 80s, letting a gas reader into your house was a normal thing. There were lots of meters in the basement, and it was the kind of thing you didn't really give a second thought to. One day there was a knock at our back door. A man called gas repair. My mom thought this was kind of strange. Our driveway at the time wrapped around the house, and if you pulled far enough up, the back door was closer than the front. So she figured that's what happened. She went to let the man in. No sooner had she opened the door, Sandy came charging into the room, frothing at the mouth and snarling. Now here's a little bit of background on Sandy. She was a black lab that we had rescued. Before we adopted her, she had been struck by a car and had been brought into the Ohio State University Vet Hospital. She survived her surgeries, but because of them, she was put screws and plates. Any sort of physical activity would cause her great pain. She's also the most laid-back dog I've ever met. She did not growl. She didn't bark. And she didn't really seem to care if she had never met you before or not. That was a dog who was frothing at the mouth and angry, and jumping so hard at the back door that she not only quickly closed, she actually broke the window on the door by slamming into it. All the while, my mother was holding her back, saying to the man, "Oh, I'm sorry, she never liked this." After several months, he does not hop back into a work vehicle. He runs away on foot. It wasn't until after the man left that my mom began to think how odd this seemed to how the situation was. Once she saw her name or had a clipboard. She didn't even see a name tag either, so she decided to report it to the police. The operator told her to lock all the doors and to stay on the line. Within minutes, there were 2 or 3 cops and several more cops combing the area. Sandy was back to her home self again, and begging for treats whenever knocks would be by. I was only 2 or 3 years old at the time, but I remember this part vividly. Another gave description. This part was relayed to me later. It was a white man, fit, mid to late 20s, with sandy blonde hair. The officer then told my mother we owed our dog a steak dinner. He said that this suspect would stalk houses while husbands were away at work. They also suspected that he would have observed school bus stops to find women who were home alone with small children, and then knock on their doors pretending to be a gas man. There was a bus stop right outside of our front yard. I wish I could tell you that there was a happy ending here, but unfortunately there isn't. It was only when I came to the description across that there was a major discrepancy. The man who was convicted of these crimes was an older black man. My mother distinctly remembered seeing a younger white man. I know for a fact that several women have been violated in that same area around the same time. It was entirely possible that there was more than one woman praying in that same area. To my knowledge, the man who my mother encountered at our back door was never caught. The story happened in the fall of 2000. I used to live in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. For some information, my name is Vanessa, and I'm a 30-year-old woman, but I was 16 back then. And this was the year that I got my driver's license. And my father bought me my first car, which was a 2009 AG37 sedan. I have 2 sisters, Sasha, Elise, and Sabrina. They were all so the summer, we decided to take a road trip to Delaware County to visit our cousins and other extended family members. Our father and stepmother were not very strict parents and were pretty laid back, so they didn't mind us taking this trip. They just reminded us to drive carefully, be aware of other drivers on the road. So we packed our bags and hit the road to spend the weekend at our uncle's house. The road trip to Delaware County went well, but when we headed back, it was where we were supposed to leave on Sunday afternoon. We were all having a good time with our cousins, so we didn't pay attention to the time and ended up leaving around 9 p.m. Unfortunately, we had to go because we had school the next day. There wasn't a lot of traffic, and we made a stop at a random Target store so we could buy some snacks. Almost no one was in the store except for this strange man who kept staring at us. He was about 6 feet tall, had long, greasy, unkept hair, and yellow teeth. My sisters and I noticed him and told each other to keep our distance. While we were creeped out by this guy, we didn't think too much of it, but we started to get worried. Whenever we would go down another aisle, he would follow us. He eventually addressed us and said,
Oh, you girls are so gorgeous tonight.
Sabrina, who has a big mouth, responded with,
Ew, get a life.
You better watch your mouth, little girl, before I squeeze the life out of you.
Ew, get a life.
You better watch your mouth, little girl, before I squeeze the life out of you. I gave you a compliment, and you have the nerve to run your mouth.
This is when I told my sisters that we should leave. We went to the checkout line and paid for our snacks. But when we got inside and walked towards our car, we emerged between 2 parked cars and rushed at us with a knife.
You're gonna watch your guts spill out like sausages.
And we went into full panic mode and began running. We decided not to run to our cars, because if we tried to open the doors, the maniac would definitely catch us. Luckily, the man wasn't very fast. He could not keep up with us. And we crossed the street and decided to hide behind some large trees. We managed to outrun him, but he was still looking for us.
I'm gonna find you. And when I do, I'm going to enjoy separating your heads from your body.
Fortunately, he did not see us, and we were able to run back to our car. It was only when we got back that he finally spotted us. I quickly put the car into drive and rolled it out of there. But the drama was far from over. To our absolute horror, a pickup truck began trailing us. I made a quick getaway